Yeah, do I? Let's see, there's Marge. Now, Marge is a bit down on her luck at the moment. You know, she's divorced but no kids.
Judy, do you think she'd work out?
Yeah, if she could keep away from the cooking sherry.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Who else?
Let's see, Sylvia and Jane. Now, Sylvia, she wouldn't be interested. But Jane could be. She's trying to kick a habit.
Judy, I don't
Yeah,
think
I know.
Mrs.
Well, that only leaves Sally.
What's wrong with Sally?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She's down from the country, you know. She's trying to get a job, so she's staying here till she can get on her feet. Eldest of 5 children, great cook.
Sounds ideal. Why didn't you mention her in the first place?
Well, I knew you'd grab her up. I wanted to give the others a go, too. I'll get her. Hey, Sally, come here a minute, will you, honey?
I'll be right down.
You'll like her. She's a nice kid.
Well, there's not much to the job, but would give us some extra money.
Hello.
Sally?
Sally, this is Mrs. Powell. This is Mrs. Morris. Now, they might have some temporary housekeeping work for you if you're interested.
Oh, great.
Not so fast. We haven't decided on anything yet, Sally. It's a long way off. Actually, it's the other side of town. Now, do you have transport?
No.
Colleen, there's plenty of public transport. I mean, there's trains and there's buses.
It cost the poor girl a fortune in fares.
Really, I wouldn't mind.
Let me think about it, will you? Hey, come on. We better get going. Good luck with the house.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry. Yeah.
Bye, Mrs. Morris. Bye.
Did I do anything wrong?
You forgot to take an ugly pill.
Why don't we short sheet a bed?
Nah, she complain all night. That's the trouble with practical jokers. They blow up if you do it back to them. That's it! I could doctor one of her fags so it explodes.
No.
Oh?
No.
Hey, everybody. This is Jill. Jill Clark.
Hi.
She's a first-timer. That's B Smith. She's top dog. Everything she says goes, so you better go and have a bit of a talk to her.
Hello? Hi. Been a naughty girl, have we?
Yes, I got caught for passing dud checks.
Well, that's just between you and the cops. Sometimes it's wise to keep these things to yourself.
Sorry, I just want to fit in.
Fair enough. Just don't try too hard, that's all.
Liz has been a big help. She seems to know everything about prison life.
She should. She wrote the book.
I guess it takes a while to get used to the routine. What are the officers like?
Screws. We call them screws. They're a good and bad. Watch out for Ferguson. She's poison.
I've met her.
Then you know just what I mean.
What about the governor? What's she like?
You ask a lot of questions.
I'm just trying to learn as much as I can as soon as I can.
Yeah, well, don't rush in. Because someone just might get the wrong idea. Hey, for a first-timer, she acts like she's at a reunion.
Oh, she's all right. She's probably as nervous as anything underneath.
Maybe.
And you know what?
What?
She likes a good joke.
Oh, give the girl a go. She just got in here.
But that's the real reason why you didn't hire her, isn't it?
Oh, because she was pretty? Come off it, Meg. I need a drink.
She practically had that job before she came into the room, and then you did a complete turnabout. Why?
It was too far for her to come. God, she's just a kid.
She didn't mind the travelling, and Judy told you she was young before she came in.
All right. Okay, it was because she was pretty. And I was thinking of Janice Young. A few things Chris has said, I get the impression they've got problems. Now, how do you think she'd feel about me installing someone like Sally in a house? And that is all there is to it. Do you want one of these?
I'm having a coffee, thanks. Right, will you still find him a housekeeper?
Yes, I'll run an ad.
Wanted. One plain, middle-aged housekeeper.
Should have made this a double.
I'm sorry. But you do seem to be taking more than a passing interest in Chris.
Beck, for heaven's sake.
Then why run an ad for him? I mean, he's a grown man. Let him run his own ads.
I don't know. Perhaps I feel guilty about Patrick. If my kids were younger, I'd be doing the same thing for him.
It's got nothing to do with Patrick. Now, Chris is the husband of a prisoner, and you have never, ever shown any interest in a prisoner's private life, with the possible exception of Susie. Here you are, batting around like some sort of rookie social worker. Now, why?
God, the light's bloody awful in here. You've been fiddling with the globes.
course not. Here, get that into you.
Thanks, love.
Here, B.
Oh, Tom.
Well, what are you reading the death column for, anyway?
Seeing if they got me name spelt right. What the bloody hell do you think?
Did you find anyone you know?
No, everybody I know's gone a long time ago. Oh, no. Bill Larkin.
Who?
Bill Larkin. I used to know him years ago. Can't be the same one. Hang on, yes it is. Beloved husband of Valerie, father of Susan and Robert, suddenly at home. Poor old Bill.
How old was he?
Oh, Bill wouldn't have been much over 60. Terrible boozer, though, always on the plonk. Got around a lot, cheerer, jackaroo. Married a two-bob snob. She made him move the big smoke, and I never heard of them again.
Well, does it worry you that he's carked it?
Course not. I bet he went out laughing, same way as I'm gonna do. Hey, wait till you hear about some of the little jokes I've got lined up. They're bloody rippers.
Morning.
Morning, Judy.
Can I see Mrs. Davidson? It'll only take a minute.
Yes, I'll show you through.
Thanks. Oh, Mrs. Powell, I think I found a housekeeper for you. Remember me telling you about Jane, the one that's trying to kick a habit?
Yeah.
Well, it's her aunt. She's got no record, and she's a good cook, a pensioner trying to get some extra cash.
Oh, sounds ideal. Thanks, Judy. I'll contact Mr. Young and he can arrange an interview.
Young?
Yes, Chris Young.
Oh, great. Well, I'll wait for his call then.
I'll show you through.
Okay.
Miss Ferguson, business is booming. It looks as if we need another visit from Roxanne.
All right, Daniel's confounded this afternoon when the receptionist is off duty.
Wouldn't it be better if you call her?
What are you talking about, Mackenzie?
Well, not here, but when you knock off.
Don't just wet the floor, Mackenzie. Clean it. Listen here, I'm not your lackey. You do the calling.
All right. I just thought it'd be safe if you did it on the outside. It looks a bit sus, us making all these calls.
I'll think it over. And I meant what I said about the floor. Clean it.
So that's how it stands at the moment. We can move in whenever we like. But there is a lot of cleaning up to be done. That's why I'm here.
Oh, yes, the working bee.
Well, it's still on, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I approached the department and they expressed some doubt.
Why?
Well, mainly because of the attendance centre. Somebody remembered Doreen's escape and now they're having second thoughts.
So it doesn't look too good.
Well, I didn't say that. The department's been very open-minded about the halfway house. I think with a little urging, they'll allow the working bee.
Will you put in a good word for us?
Well, of course. It was my idea, remember?
Yeah. You know, some of the women at the house aren't very enthusiastic about the new place.
Well, why's that?
Oh, I don't know. But I think if they could just see everyone chipping in, they'd realize how important it was.
What chance do you think you've got with the department?
Well, I'm fairly confident. Why don't you take Judy down to the women and ask for volunteers?
Now, that's what I like to hear.
I'll check the list and then send it off to the department for approval.
Okay, thanks very much.
Good luck with the new house.
I'm damn sure I wouldn't put myself in this place for a principal. I think you're brave.
Sometimes I think I'm right. Then I get guilty about my husband and kids coping alone, and I think maybe I'm just pig-headed.
How does your husband feel about it?
I wasn't exactly happy last time he came in.
Oh, Jude, how are you?
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How do you feel about helping me organize the new house?
Oh, I'll be in there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking for some volunteers. Now, if you feel enthusiastic, you can drag yourself away from this place, sign up.
Oh, can we all go?
Well, the list has to be approved first, but you're all free to apply.
Are you going to do it?
Might as well. Keep my mind off my principles. Young. Janice Young?
Oh, great. Hey, is your husband's name Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I got that housekeeper for you.
Housekeeper.
Yeah. Mrs. Powell asked me to organize a housekeeper for your husband.
What are you talking about? Janice, you did know about this, didn't you? It's the first I've heard of it. What does Mrs. Powell think she's doing arranging housekeepers for my husband? I'm sure it was just an oversight that you weren't told. I'm locked up here. An officer is organizing my family. I'm not even told. And you call that an oversight?
Guess I put my foot in it, huh?
Just as well you did. Looks like everyone else was keeping her in the dark.
I want to see her. I want an explanation. And you can forget about housekeepers. I run my own house, and no one interferes in it. No one.